Hey everyone, I'm so happy to have you here. My name is Ranita and I like getting into makeup tutorials, reviews, swatches. I like giving detailed and thorough reviews, which means I test out every single shade. Now today we're going to be doing Glaminatrix's Barely Basic palette. I have it right here with me and I'm going to show you shots of it, swatches, and we're going to do looks. My plan for looks is that I'm going to use every single shade. So since this has 20 shades, it is so easy. I'm going to be doing 5 shades on each eye, and that way we're going to get 4 looks, but I'm going to finish it off basically in just 2 full faces essentially, so that way you get to see what all the colors look like and 4 possible options that you could do with this palette. Now of course, if you are an advanced makeup person, then you can definitely do other combinations of color and just go all out and enjoy yourself, but this is just how I'd like to do this, just to accomplish testing out all the shades, which is generally what I do on my channel. So if you like all of that, hit that subscribe button because I'd love to see more of you, and I do get into this pretty often. So let's get into this. When I first saw this palette, I actually was like, oh my goodness, that is a gorgeous color story. I would absolutely love to try this out, and it definitely screamed fall to me, so I feel this is perfect for this season, and I'm a fall person, so I'm really excited about this. So anyway, we're gonna do looks 1 and 2, which will be this one, and then the last 2 looks will be these 2. So let's get into it. Alright, so let's go in with the very first 2 looks. I've already got my base on my eyes, and I'm going to start with the deepest colors from the very last row over there. So I'm going in with Looks and Haul on the other side. So Looks is kind of like a deep brownish kind of black shade, so I don't want to put too much on my eyes because generally colors like that really are harder to control for me. So I just want to get a little wash of color, and I think that's more than sufficient. I like the fact that this is so pigmented, by the way. I'm not really tapping it that much. Now I'm going in with Haul. Haul is kind of like an army green. So I'm going to be working on 2 looks at the same time, and we're just going to mirror what we're doing on one eye on the other eye. Okay, so you get to see 2 looks happening at the same time. I'm not seeing a huge difference in color here, so let me just go deepen that a bit. I think this looks a little bit better. Yeah, now I can see more of that army green coming through, because just now I was like, oh no, why are they both looking brown? Okay, so this looks different. Okay, so we have the start colors for both of the eyes. Now let's go in with the next one. So I have Share and Subscribe, which is yeah, exactly what everybody wants, right, when we're on social media. Share my content, please, if you like it. Okay, so this one is Share. It's kind of like a grayish brown shade. Seems to be working really nicely with that first one, so it kind of blends out really nicely. I think that's really nice. We have Subscribe coming up next, which is more of a green toned shade. So let's just get some of that here. Now again, if you want the truest color to the palette, go in with a white base. I used to do that a lot, but I've actually stopped now because I just kind of, I just like using makeup as it is, and I don't feel like I need to do that. Okay, so now there are 2 more matte shades. There's something called Scrunchy, and then there's Girl Dinner. Girl Dinner is practically like this white kind of creamish shade, and then Scrunchy is a lighter green. So I'm going to go in first with scrunchie because I'm probably going to need a clean brush for Girl Dinner since it's white. So this is scrunchie, and I'm just going to tap a little bit of that right here and blend it out with that second shade, as you can see. So you can see that all three of those shades kind of just blend really nicely into each other because they're all the same color in a sense. You know, it's kind of like gradients of the same shade coming through. So I do like that. I think it's pretty. Now we're coming into Girl Dinner, which is a creamy shade. Like I said, it looks kind of like that on the brush. And I'm just going to put a tiny amount right here. Ooh, I wasn't expecting it to be so pigmented, but I do like that. That means it's going to show up, you know, really well on deeper tones as well if it's showing up like this for me. I'm just going to add a little bit more of scrunchy over here just to build up a bit more of that color since that white was so prominent, you know, so I kind of want this to come through a bit more. But I can also do that after I've added on the shimmers, mostly because my shimmers sometimes end up covering, you know, the eyeshadow that I've already done. So now I'm going to go in with the shimmers. I'm just going to add on my base. So this here is the shade Follow. It looks really pretty, kind of like a everyday, you know, bronzy, silvery shade. So I'm going to take that and I'm going to put it right here in the center. You can see how that looks. It's very sparkly, very smooth, very pretty, and I do like the way that that is showing. I think that I could actually have taken a bit less on my finger. So I'm going to just take that there, and now I'm going to, it has a bronze kind of base, by the way, this shade Follow. So I'm going in with DIY, which is right over here, and it looks like it's a white shade with green. So it's kind of like, you know, white base and very shiny green coming through there. I'm going to stamp that here. It looks more like a yellow when I'm stamping it on my eye, which is absolutely fascinating, but this is so smooth. I really like the formula of this. That is gorgeous. I like using my fingers because I just feel like the colors pick up a lot better. So I'm going to go in now and just reinforce the matte shades and correct this a little bit, and then we're going to go on to the second one. Okay, so now we're coming in for Engagement and Get Ready With Me. So Engagement is this beautiful green, and it looks kind of like it's got a gold tone to it as well, which I think is really pretty. Oh, this is such a lovely collection of shades. Like I'm really enjoying this because you have like a little bit of color, but it's subtle, so it really does come across as a very nice neutral palette, and I really enjoy that. I love that actually. So this is Get Ready With Me. Get Ready With Me looks like it's got a green, pink, and a blue kind of shift going on, even though it's also on a white base. I'm just gonna put that right here. Oh, so this is even more green. Oh, it's such a beautiful green. Just look at that. That is gorgeous. So I think I had mentioned the other day that I had actually done makeup too much on my eyes, and I actually did something. I tore the skin like over there, so it's still healing, which is, I kind of just took a break from doing my makeup. So if you see a little bit of patchy stuff happening there, it's actually not the eyeshadow, it's my skin. My skin's actually a little damaged because I don't think I cleaned that up very well, and I overdid it. So the skin on the eyes is very, very delicate, so don't be like me. Be gentle with your skin, because yeah, that can happen. And I'm just hoping it heals. It's kind of been more than a week actually since I actually applied makeup, but it's taking a bit of time to just kind of smoothen out again. Hey everyone, so this is looks 1 and 2 completed, and you know, I've had a lot of fun using these colors. It's been sitting on my face comfortably now for more than an hour, and you know, this is how you can see when makeup's actually good or not, because you know, shades will eventually kind of crack, crease, and all of that, and this is amazing. It hasn't done any of those things, so I'm really, really impressed. Now let me just give you the makeup details before we move on to looks 3 and 4, and I'll just give you a few general ideas of the quality and what I've noticed from everything I've tried so far, because we've done half the palette, right? We've done 10 shades, so now we have 10 shades to go. So for my foundation, I was actually testing out the Urban Decay shade 27 Bond Face Bond foundation, and this is a new foundation in my collection which I was kindly gifted, no obligation to post. I was so excited about this foundation. I think it looks fantastic. It matches my skin really, really well. Now for the parts over here on my cheeks that you can see that kind of have more of a shine to it. That would be from the Bare Minerals Complexion Rescue Bronzer. I got this through Ipsy and I really, really love this. I feel like it gives just the right amount of color to my cheeks, doesn't go overboard, and I absolutely love the way it feels on my skin and everything, so that's great. If you want to find out more about the Urban Decay foundation, I will put that video up so you can go and check that out because I'm doing a separate review for that. Now, the lip gloss that I'm wearing right now is by Give Me Glow Cosmetics, and it's in the shade Soft Red. They were having a fantastic sale not too long ago. I think it's still going on, and I ended up getting a lot of colors, so this is, you know, that shade, and I think it's a lovely neutral color, goes well with a lot of things, works really, really well, so I'm very happy with that. Something that I probably should mention about the palette is that I actually use the shade Looks, which is that over there for my brows too, and I just gave it a slight tint and I felt like it really worked very well. So I like it when eyeshadows are actually multi-use and you can kind of mix and match them around. Now let me talk about these colors in itself. I think they look fantastic. There's no creasing whatsoever, and they've just stayed on my eyes and the quality is incredible. I love these colors. They're so beautiful. I think that this is just the kind of neutral palette that, you know, we need, and I really am enjoying this. I think it's beautiful, perfect. Like, if you just want a little bit of color, you can get that. So it's fantastic. I love the quality of this. I didn't notice a lot of like powder coming off from my eyes and stuff, so I didn't even clean up my eyes actually. I just went in with foundation, so I can see a little bit of glitter here and there, but it's not like a deal breaker for me. It's not like, oh, you know, like I need to go and I need to clean the whole thing up, blah blah blah, because I'm trying not to do that. I'm trying not to touch my eyes too much because sometimes I can be a bit too rough when I'm doing multiple looks, so now I'm just leaving it. So I like formulas that don't, you know, actually like get powder all over the place, and this one really didn't do that, so I was really happy with those shades. And I think that the highlight shades that you can see in the inner corners of my eyes, oh my goodness, those shades are amazing. So that would be Get Ready With Me and DIY. These two are just fantastic shades. They're so beautiful, and I love the way that they just lift the entire look. It really adds something extra, because I feel that if it was just that shade, it would be pretty like simple, and I just think that this addition of the white base shades just lifts everything up so much. I'm pretty excited for looks 3 and 4 because we have like these, you know, pumpkin tones, and then we also have these mauves coming up, and I really want to see what that's going to look like on my eyes. But I'm very excited for these shiny shades on the top over there because I can't wait to see what they look like. So let's get into the last 2 looks, and you know, we're going to do the same thing that we did with looks 1 and 2. Welcome back. So now we're going to be getting into looks 3 and 4, and I'm so excited about this because the colors look absolutely divine. As always, we're going in with the deeper shades first, and then I'll be going, you know, working my way up essentially until we get to the shimmers. So let's get into it. I'm going to be going in with Review and Holy Grail on the other eye. Yeah, so this is going to be the first color, which looks like this. This is kind of like a reddish brown shade, so really, really nice for autumn. I think this would be so nice for autumn because it really reminds me of the tones that you see from the leaves. So I have that coming out right there, and you can see what that looks like on my skin tone. And now I'm going in on the other side with Holy Grail, which is more of a plum kind of shade from what I'm seeing. Yes, you can definitely see the plum tones coming through here. I like that though. I think it's very, very pretty. And I'm not really touching my brush a lot to the eyeshadow pen, so I'm getting so much color just doing like a very, very light brushing, you know, and I like the fact that it's coming out so strong. So that's going to be the ends of my eyes essentially, yeah, for both the things. And I'm going to go in now with Comment and Like, which are slightly lighter shades, and I'm going to put the color Comment over here. This is Comment. So you can see that it looks like a brown for me, and it's blending in really nicely with my skin because obviously I'm brown, so it's going to go pretty well with my eyes in that sense. I'm going in now with the color Like. Like is a very interesting shade, like it looks like that. I wonder how that's going to look for me. It's hard to see with certain tones, you know, so it looks like a grayish kind of pink on me. That's what I can see coming through anyway, and you can see that coming through as well. I'm coming in with pumpkin spice, and then on the other side I'll have leggings. So this is pumpkin spice, which I'm just putting in here in the inner corners. I don't know if you can see the color coming through. It's kind of like a pastel kind of shade almost, but not really. Very light but very pretty. I can't see it showing up on my eyes, so I do like that color. Now I'm going in with the shade leggings. Leggings also kind of comes across a little bit as like a pastel kind of tone, but I don't think it really is. So let's just see. It'll still look good, because if you put a lighter color in the inner corners, it just brightens up the entire look. So I've done that, and I can definitely see leggings showing up there too. Yeah, it's definitely made my inner corners on both sides. I think that it's brightened both of that up. Okay, so let's go in with Viral and Hashtag. So Viral is a shifty shade. It looks really magical. Reminds me of a beautiful little autumn leaf. And I'm going to just go and stamp this right here. This one is definitely extremely shifty, because even when I was taking photographs, I could see shifts coming from this. So I can see orange, yellow, kind of gold, I'd say, sorry, not yellow, and green coming through a lot here. And I've also seen it turn into like a different shade in like different angles. I think it turned into a pink at one point for me. So I'm going to go in with Hashtag, which is on the other side. So this is going to be stamped over here. So you can see how these shimmers are so smooth, by the way. I just love the formula of this. It's been a while since, you know, I tried my Glaminatrix palettes, because I do have a couple, and I actually forgot how much I really like the formula. This is so nice. Okay, so I'm going in with FYP, and I'm gonna put that here. It's a white base shimmer, really pretty and really bright. It just brings the oomph to the look, you know. It's so pretty. I really like that color. It has a very similar quality to the other two, you know, white base shades that they include. And this one over here is OOTD, Outfit of the Day. Let's just stamp her here. This looks more, oh, this is more pink. Oh, this is gorgeous. I love this. It's so pretty. I wasn't even expecting that pink. So you've got like this beautiful autumn kind of tone thing happening here, and then on this side it's just completely different. Okay, so I want to go touch up the look. You can see essentially what these are looking like. They're really pretty, really bright, just beautiful colors coming through, and I'm really happy with them. So I'm going to finish it up, intensify some of the mattes, and then I'll come back, give you my thoughts on everything. Hey everyone, so this is looks 3 and 4 completed. I ditched the false lashes because I just didn't want to go through the trouble of doing that. So I want to share the makeup details with you, and then I'm going to give you my review of the entire palette, because we have now officially tested out every single shade, and I'm pretty excited about this. So anyway, for my eyes, I've gone in with the Too Faced primer. So this is a mascara primer. I went in with that, and then I went over that with the Benefit Bang Waterproof. This is the Bad Girl one. This is black. I think it works pretty well. I like both of these mascaras. I use them, you know, every now and then. I limit mascara use because of my chronic rhinitis condition, so it's actually better for me to use false lashes, but sometimes I just want to be natural, and you know, this is one of those days, I guess. So anyway, eyeliners. Okay, so I did go in with my Kylie Cosmetics lip liner, which is somewhere over here. It's one of my favorites for my eyes, and I just feel like it works so well. So this is the one, and it is in the shade Hollyberry. So I did a very light line of that because I felt that it matched really well with that eyeshadow over there. That would be the shade Holy Grail. So if you actually look at both of them, they kind of feel like they go very well together, right? You can see that they're just perfect for each other. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna go in with that one. And then for my eyes, I went in with a lip pencil from this brand called Even. I had received quite a few of them at one point. Oh, here it is. It's this one, Even Lip Pencil Azuma Dark Rust. So that's the color that I ended up doing on this side here, because I was like, okay, kind of matches, you know, really well with the shade Review, which is the dark one over here, and the deepest shade right over here. So that's that. And then foundation, I went in with the same thing from Urban Decay. You saw me use that in the first, you know, look. And again, it's looking really great. I didn't actually apply the foundation to my whole face. I just did like a spot treatment. So wherever I saw, you know, something I didn't like, I went and I covered it up, and it works really well. There's no blusher. For my mouth, I mixed 2 lip glosses, and I just wanted to share these again. So this is from Give Me Glow. They're having a sale, so if you want to go pick up these lip glosses, I recommend doing so. They're very, very nice. The formula is excellent. The only color that I did not like from this range is this one over here, which is the shade Glitter Pumps, and the formula is different for this. It's actually a bit disappointing because I bought this with the, you know, excitement, thinking, oh, this is going to be fantastic. The formula was so sticky. I just did not like this. I'm going to use it, but I don't enjoy using it. I love the solid colors though. The solid colors are fantastic. So I mixed Plum Crazy, which is still available on the website last time I checked, and Pumpkin Spice Life. And it just felt like it matched. Like honestly, if I was doing individual looks, like full face looks, I would have definitely used these individually, matched it with the colors in here, and I would have had so much fun with that because I just think that they're so gorgeous. So let's talk about the palette, the formula, everything. Okay, so first of all, matte formula, you can build this up. That's the best part about this. You can actually build up the mattes to be as deep as you need it to be. If you just want a very light, you know, kind of like thing going on, you can do that too. And I noticed that because when I initially started the look, it was not as dark as it is right now, and now I've ended, and you know, like this is how it's ended up. So I'm actually really happy with the way that it works. You can deepen it and it just stays, it shows up, it's beautiful. Every single color here was working so well on my skin tone, and I like that. Even the cooler tone ones, which, you know, I wasn't expecting to look as good on me. I was thinking, maybe these aren't going to look that nice, but they ended up looking really good. So I'm really happy about that. And the formula, so something I did notice is that when you dip your brush in here, there is going to be like a little bit of powder showing up in the pan, but it's not a deal breaker because you can just blow it off. It doesn't actually do that though. Like I didn't experience any fallout happening on my eyes, so I was kind of like, okay, but bear in mind that I do go in with a base, and I highly recommend you going in with a base as well, because it just makes all the difference. It keeps your makeup stuck where you want it to be stuck, you know, and otherwise it's going to be moving all over the place, and that really sucks. Now let's come in for the shimmers. I think the shimmers are really special. I feel like, especially the shade Viral, that had the most shift to me, and that's the one sitting over here. It's really pretty. I saw greens, yellows, all kinds of colors coming through, and interestingly enough, I really love the top layer of shimmers. Those are just so beautiful. They are white based shades, so every single time I dipped into this, I would get such a gorgeous color payoff on my eyes, and that really thrilled me. It thrilled me even more than the shimmers down here. So this row ended up being my absolute favorite. I think it's just absolutely gorgeous. I want to try more looks with this palette and just, you know, see everything that I can create here. But honestly, I kind of feel like the possibilities are endless because there's just so much you can do here. And then of course I had used the Looks shade over here for my brows. I went in with a sharper brush. I went in with this actually. I'm not too picky when it comes to brushes. Anything that has an angle, and I'm just gonna pick it up and I'm gonna use it. So I went in with this. It looks kind of like a square. So I went in with that, dipped it into Looks, and got Looks, that's over here, onto my brows. I feel like cool tones work really well when it comes to my brows. I've used another cool toned brown before, and that was fantastic. So honestly, I love the palette, I love the formula, I love the color story. The color story is gorgeous. This is perfect for fall. So I will be mentioning this again, you know, like when I go into my fall palettes review. But I really enjoyed this. I enjoyed this so much, and I think it's very special. I like the fact that this is, you know, so versatile. You can really create a lot from this. You can make it your own. You can just go in and enjoy yourself. And I wasn't expecting to enjoy, like, just, you know, like if you just gave me these neutral shades, I still would have liked it, because I just think that the color placement is so pretty. The way that they've done it is so pretty. So I feel like everything worked. I saw each individual shade, so I do like that. And I think that this will be a fantastic palette for fall. Honestly, if you need a new fall palette, you need something more neutral, I really feel like this is the one to go for. It's absolutely gorgeous. Quality is excellent. Let me know if you picked up this palette. I had so much fun creating all of these looks. I think I want to go in and do another full face one because I'm actually starting to really miss doing full face looks. It's just that I am short on time. I'm working now, and it's become a little harder, you know, for me to just sit down here, be here every single day and just drop everything and put out content like as soon as, you know, I get things. So because of that, yeah, there's been a slight delay, but I'm just admiring the shades in the palette right now and just looking at all those beautiful shifts. This is just such a fantastic palette. I really love it. The quality is excellent. So if you had any doubts about this one, don't doubt, just go for it, buy it. You're going to enjoy it and love it. And I think that this is a fantastic palette because it's not just for the season. You can also just use this for every day. Like, I actually feel like you could just go in with these, mix and match. You could probably go into winter with this as well. I think it could definitely work because some of those white shades up there are just so wintry and so magical. And yeah, I just don't think that you're going to have any regrets if you pick something like this up. It is a fantastic purchase, and that's all I have to say. So if you like this review, if you found it helpful, hit that subscribe button. I would love to see more of you, and you can also go to my Instagram and check out some of my swatches over there. So I will see you soon for another video. Have a fantastic week. Bye-bye.